Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lefty's Place. So, yes, the Miami Heat season is officially over with their 106-93 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 6. It was a tough game to watch. I mean, nothing was really going right for them. But honestly, this episode isn't going to be about Game 6 because, it was a tough game. As Heat fans, it was incredibly tough to watch, but that does not indicate anything about this season or the future for the Miami Heat. I mean, if you're a real Heat fan, you should know this. The future for our team is extremely bright. I mean, the way they were able to fight through everything that they endured this season and make it to the finals. I mean, nobody was expecting them to even make it to the conference finals. So, you need to step. If you're mad about the way they came out in Game 6, I mean, and I was, of course. I'm not trying to make it seem like I wasn't, because it sucked to see the way but they just had no more energy. They expended it all in Game 5, and it just, you couldn't really ask for much more. And this team hit its cap. They hit as far as they can really go. And but to go Game 6 of the NBA Finals against LeBron James and Anthony Davis and that team, I mean, it was an amazing season. It's going to go down as one of the best seasons in Miami Heat history, no doubt about it. But let's just talk about how amazing of a season we just had. I mean, all the amazing moments that we saw during this Tyler Hero rookie season, this ascension of Bam Adebayo into an all-star, the first season of Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson turning into an absolute sniper, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, getting Andre Iguodala and Jay Crowder in that trade to really boost our team and make us a lot more versatile. I mean, just so many things that you can go into. Oh, and Goran Dragic, the Dragon. That's why I have this headband. I mean, what a warrior that man is to tear his plantar fascia and come and still be able to play in Game 6. I mean, he was a shell of himself. We couldn't really expect much from him. Same thing with Bam. I mean, he just those injuries just hit us at the worst time, and it put so much pressure on Jimmy Butler to just do so much more, and he obviously just didn't have much left in the next game. It just wasn't. But I mean, this season just had so many ups. I mean, very few downs. I mean, there was obviously some games, I mean, during the regular season that we would have hoped to do much better in, but I mean, just you can't really think about that, because for the Miami Heat to just sweep past the Indiana Pacers, to beat the Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 overall seed, and MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, to beat the Boston Celtics, the team that we all thought going into this postseason and just for honestly throughout this regular season was our worst matchup. We were still able to beat them. And it's hard to feel anything but grateful and just thankful for everything that they gave us, because this 2020 year has been an absolute shit show, and they made it fun. They made it entertaining. They made us, actually have something to look forward to. I mean, we had a bunch of things. We had the Marlins getting into the postseason, but I mean, for what this team was able to accomplish this year, it's like all you can do is just be super grateful and get ready for next season, because it's going to look great. We're gonna have another amazing team going into next season. And another thing I want to say before I keep on going and talking about the Miami Heat, I want to say thank you to the NBA for, putting all this together. We didn't know we were even going to have basketball. There was talks about the season being canceled. I mean, of course, the NBA was going to do everything in their power to not let that happen, but that was a very big possibility. And we were not going to have basketball for like a year almost. Because the season suspended in March, and now it's not looking like we're going to have a 2020-21 season until like January, maybe February. So we were going to have no basketball for a year. Luckily, they were able to make this bubble and give us this experience, which, obviously people will talk crap about, like, there was no home court advantage. I mean, but they did everything they could. They made it a different game, but but still the beautiful game of basketball that we love. And I was just super happy to be able to experience that. Now, and the fact that our team was able to make it to the final stage, it was something incredible to watch and something I'll be thinking about for years. I'll never forget this season. It's something that'll stay in my heart forever because it was just so much fun to watch this Heat team. I mean, Jimmy Butler having two absolute historic finals games, showing that he is capable of being the number one guy on a championship team. We just needed a little more help, and if we could, I honestly believe if we could have had Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic healthy for this entire series, we could have easily taken it to 7. I mean, at that point, anything can happen, and of course, with the team having LeBron James, the edge probably would have gone to them. But regardless, I mean, it was just an unbelievable season. I was just super happy to watch every part of it and cover like the last part of it, because I know I haven't really talked much about the Heat. Like, I made this channel during the pandemic, and I'm really happy to just continue this, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be starting to do some game recaps and just talking and writing about the game, because I love to write and I feel like I want to bring that out more. And I'm gonna have it on my blog. I'll make sure to link that. I don't have it out yet, but when I do, I'll make sure to put that in the description, so you guys can, if you guys prefer to read, instead of just watching videos, I'll have that out for you guys more often going into next season. I am going, now that we don't have any more Marlins and Miami Heat basketball coming around, I am going to be talking more about the Miami Dolphins. I know I don't talk about them enough, but they're looking great. Absolutely just demolished the San Francisco 49ers. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not even talking. This is about the Miami Heat, and we're gonna have. It's just like when you look into next season, and I'm gonna have some more videos coming out about free agent acquisitions that we can look at, trade targets possibly, and I'll get into that in a separate video. But looking at the roster that we're gonna have going into next season, you're gonna have Bam Adebayo, who's gonna be just another season of experience, another season of confidence. I feel like you're going to see that aggressive Bam that we saw in the Boston Celtics series throughout all of next season, and that's going to be super exciting to watch. And then, of course, Tyler Hero, who has a real possibility of leading our team in scoring with that incredible three-point shot and just his three-level scoring that he, showed out throughout most of these playoffs. Of course, he had some struggles, especially in that last game in the finals, but he's 20 years old. We need to remember that he's just 20 years old. And I love the progress that, or at least what Duncan Robinson showed late in this series. His defense got much better, even though he's still going to get attacked on the defensive end, because you're not going to attack Bam or Jay Crowder, Jimmy Butler, if you could attack Duncan Robinson. So that's going to continue to happen, but his three-point shooting is elite. He's a three-point specialist, and I feel like there is way more to his game than people realize. Like his passing ability, whenever he gets blitzed on those picks and those dribble handoffs, I feel like is a huge part of his game, and it's going to be something that is going to just develop even more going into next season. And right now, it looks like we're going to have Jay Crowder and Goran Dragic as possible free agents, possibly going to give him a 1-year deal. Jay Crowder, no question, we got to give it to him, and the same thing for Goran Dragic. We have to bring them back, but if we can possibly get them back on shorter contracts, not shorter contracts, lower, less money, maybe we'll have enough money to toss out at someone else for another 1-year contract to add to this team. I would love to see a Danilo Gallinari, but there I go. I'm talking about free agent acquisitions. I just keep on going on. I'm just rambling here, but overall, I was just really impressed with the way this team played. I've said that time and time again. The way that Jimmy Butler was just absolutely carrying this team and willing them to wins. Jay Crowder, even though his three-point shooting kind of left him after that semifinal round against the Milwaukee Bucks, he was still a huge factor for our team and was necessary to start, because he brings that toughness and defensive versatility that we really need. And Andre Iguodala, it sucks we couldn't win that third ring for him, but he was still fourth ring. But still, it's just huge team, an amazing team that we have. here in Miami, and I'm just excited to see what they have for our future. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Just a quick, Miami Heat appreciation video, of like what they gave to us this season, and I'm just excited to continue to follow them and continue to cover them. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Of course, subscribe for any future Miami sports content, and I'll catch you guys later.